I made a big mistake when I first launched my business. It wasn't business ending, but it did take me quite a while to make up for lost time. And that mistake was not setting up a sales funnel sooner. Maybe you can relate. Maybe you've been putting off creating your funnel. Maybe you kind of sort of created one, but aren't super happy with it. Well, if that's you, you're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to set up your first sales funnel in a weekend. It is so easy to overcomplicate funnels, and what I find is that overcomplicated funnels are often the ones that break and end up not working, as well as the ones that keep it simple. At the end of the day, funnels are simply a way of getting the right offer in front of the right people at the right time. So we want to keep that idea front and center when it comes to setting up your first working sales funnel. What freebie can I use to attract the right people? What offer would be irresistible to these right people? And when do I present that right offer to those right people for the biggest impact? Those questions are what we're going to keep in our mind as we create your funnel in a weekend plan. Back to those complicated funnels for just a second though, there's this prevalent myth out there that fancy beats simple, that if you're going to get those big results from your funnel, it's going to require some advanced strategies and wizardry. Not the case. My personal approach is to start simple and layer on different strategies. So the funnel we're going to be building this weekend is layer one, right? That's not to say that you're not going to add some bells and whistles later, but for now, it's good to start with just the basics, optimize them so they work, and then add in other elements, strategies, and additional layers. One of my favorite examples is from Denise Duffield-Thomas in her book, Chill and Prosper, or as it was previously titled, Chillpreneur, where she talks about her placeholder funnel. She talks about how she set up this temporary, imperfect funnel that she meant to replace at a later time, even though she felt super embarrassed and shamed by it and almost deleted it, but that in 2 years, that placeholder funnel that she wanted to delete had made $200,000 and helped over 20,000 people. She uses this as an argument for imperfect action and not waiting until you can create the perfect thing to get started and get it out there. So use that as a lesson for this funnel. And I'm 100% on board with this being your placeholder funnel that you can get fancy with later. Before we dive into the specific, let's talk about the overarching plan for your funnel weekend, the breakdown that I would personally do and recommend. We have 4 main projects for setting up your funnel, and I encourage you to look to existing pieces of content that you can modify and tweak as much as possible. The 4 projects are your funnel map, your Handraiser freebie, your follow-up emails, and the funnel build and launch. If this were my funnel weekend, I would tackle 2 projects per day. On day 1, I'd spend around 90 minutes creating my funnel map and auditing existing pieces of content that I can pull in. Then the rest of the day, I would work on creating and designing my simple Handraiser freebie. Then on day 2, I'd spend a few hours writing my emails, and then the rest of the time building and setting up my funnel. The first mini project is to map out your sales funnel. We want to get really clear on the offer itself, the special limited time offer that you're going to be using to encourage people to take action now instead of waiting, the freebie that you're going to be using to build up that lead list, and the journey that you're going to take people on from freebie to offer through your email sequence. If you want my help mapping out your funnel and get access to my funnel mapping template that we use exclusively in the agency, sign up for the on-demand workshop, funnel mapping workshop down below this video. But you could also get super fancy and just pull out a piece of paper or decorate your wall with post-its as well. The best part about mapping out your funnel this way in layers into the freebie system, the offer system, and then the email sequence is that it makes it really easy to switch out pieces if you want to in the future, a la placeholder funnel mode. My biggest tip for this section is to constantly ask yourself if you already have a piece of content that you could use here, whether it's for the freebie or the blog posts or emails that you can simply tweak and repurpose. The next project in this weekend sprint is your Handraiser freebie. There are a ton of things that you could do to get leads for your offer, from quizzes to masterclasses, from planners to private podcasts. And while I definitely think that there's a time and a place for these types of freebies, what I call flagship freebies that deliver an unbelievable amount of value, I think for the sake of speed, cheaper cost per lead, and interest gauging, a Handraiser freebie is the way to go for this weekend funnel. A Handraiser freebie freebie is usually a simple PDF that solves a very specific problem related to your offer. You want to be able to say with a high degree of confidence that the people who sign up for this Handraiser freebie are going to be great fits for your offer. That's why the connection between offer and freebie topic is often the most important piece of this funnel and of this freebie. So start by brainstorming all of the problems related to your offer, the problem that your offer solves or result that it delivers. Think about pre-problems, things that they have to solve first before getting the most out of your offer. Think about concurrent problems, things that people who want what your offer delivers usually struggle with as well. Think about scapegoat problems, what they think the problem is, even though you know that it's something different. Come up with as many problems as you can, and then use a decision matrix on all of these ideas to come up with the best ones. Here's what I do. I take the problems, give them each a score based on level of pain, connection to offer, and ease for me to create. Then I tally up those scores and rank them to find my winners. After you've chosen your topic, create a PDF with 5 to 10 specific steps that solve that problem. In terms of title, keep it simple, right? Struggling with X, here's how we're going to solve it. The freebie part of this can take anywhere from 2 to 4 hours usually if you follow the simple process. Halfway there, the next project on our weekend funnel plan is your follow-up sequence. These are the emails that you send after someone has signed up for your Handraiser freebie that lead them to the offer. Here are 5 questions to ask when coming up with the emails that support your target customer's journey from freebie to offer. Number 1, what is the connection between my Handraiser freebie and the offer, and how is the offer the next step for them? 2, what would make this person feel more ready for your offer, more prepared for your offer? 3, what does this person need to believe in order to feel ready for your offer? And secondly, what are the mindset shifts that would help this person feel more ready for that offer? 4, what is holding them back from feeling ready for this offer? And 5, what evidence do you have that your offer works or gets the desired results that would make them feel assured about saying yes to that offer? Each of your answers to these questions can be an individual email in the sequence. And in terms of how many emails you want, I typically do 2 on day 1 for delivering the freebie and then checking in to make sure they got it. And then 1 per day for each day of the special offer period that I'm running. And then 2 on the final day, 1 in the morning and then 1 in the afternoon is kind of like a last call thing. Decide on how many emails you need. Decide on the topics for each of those using your answers to the questions that I just asked. And then draft your emails with these 4 sections. So you want to start with the statement or hook, what I mean by that, connection to the offer, and pitch or invitation. It can be really as simple as that. And each one of those can be a short 1 to 2, 1 to 3 sentence paragraph. Almost there. The final piece of your weekend funnel is to set everything up. Here's the order that we use in my funnel agency. We start by building the opt-in page, then we build the thank you page, then set up your sign-up system and hook everything up from your tags or your groups, your forms, adding the form to the opt-in page and making sure that the form redirects to the thank you page. Then we're going to set up the sales page, set up the purchase system, so the thank you page, the checkout page, the tag or the group, making sure they're added to that in the email service provider automatically from my checkout cart system. Then we build the follow-up automation, review everything. Often we test signing up for it, so we're like way ahead of other people signing up for it, so we can just test things in real time as well. And just as like reference here, I sent this entire funnel in a weekend plan to 3 business owners a couple of weeks ago, and the average completion time was 8.33 hours. So one person took 6.5 hours, another took 9, and the third took around 9.5 hours of focused work blocks. So divvy that up over a weekend and get that funnel launched. So let me know in the comments, what questions do you have about sales funnels that you'd like me to tackle next? If this video helped you, hit like and subscribe to know when my next video goes live. And until next time, happy content empire building.